You mute, your mute's here. You want to mute?
So what you just heard was Florence Riggs and Kabbalah Bach in Gaia Mama. And thank you so much, Gaia Mama, Kabbalah, and Florence. So good to see you guys on the screen. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Welcome. We are here tonight to receive and radiate spiritual energy. A few practical points. If this is your first time, or if you are already on our list, or if you have any changes, please let us know by emailing us at sumfullmoon@gmail.com. We also have a healing email box, we're going to call that for right now. So if you have any healing requests that you would wish that you would like to have prayed on for several months by several different people, and Florence is our minister of prayer, and she is amazing in leading that, and she makes sure everyone gets together and makes sure everyone prays on those lists. So please email those to us again at sumfullmoon@gmail.com. And I would like to mention for everyone tonight, if you're viewing, if you have the option, go ahead and go on to gallery view so you can see everyone at the same time. It will be more impactful to see that. Plus, we'll be sharing screens for you to see as well. And also a reminder to all our viewers that out there, if you do unmute yourself, please make sure to remute yourself and give others a chance to speak. Okay. Welcome, dear travelers on the path. I greet you as your spiritual unity movement tour guide. Tonight, we take a journey together to the sacred valley to witness and participate in a grand event, one of such importance that your participation is critical, and we are grateful that you are here tonight. Tonight's music was created by Michael Perricone and Gaia Mama. We are here tonight to receive and radiate spiritual energy. The purpose of our world healing meditations is to bring people, regardless of their faith or philosophy, to create a positive force of peace and goodwill. We are consciously acknowledging spirit together at this time of the full moon, when others, groups around the world meet at the same time. Our SUM mission statement is to celebrate spiritual unity of all life and raise the consciousness of light and love through community meditation and education, and to inspire and empower those who attend the World Healing Meditation ceremonies and all of humanity with a life-transforming experience of healing, oneness, and unity. We are saving our planet from the inside. I am here for you. If you have any questions, just please put them in the chat. Remember to check your own chat from time to time, because you may find clues to help you on your trip. You are the courageous one. The journey begins.
We begin our full moon meditation this evening with an invocation. Great Father, Mother, God and Goddess, be with us here now. Hold this space sacred from which we may do our work. Open our hearts to your golden light, that we may radiate love into the hearts of all. Open our minds to your knowing, that we may radiate understanding into the minds of all. Open our spirits to your infinite presence, that we may radiate awareness into the spirits of all. One heart, one mind, one spirit, unlimited and indivisible. Be still and know. I am. And acknowledging that spirit is one and the paths to God are many, in our opening ritual, we will honor the world's religions and the many names of God with a quote from each religion on the topic of love. The candles are lit, and as the name of divinity is sounded for each of the major religions of the world, let us sound out together an Om in your own space, in your own voice. Om is an ancient sacred toning, a deepening. Sounding the Om allows an intoning of grace, balance, and empowerment. There is no right or wrong way. Simply relax into your own tone, open to the nuances of this sacred sound as it moves through you. Our opening ritual will conclude with all of us sounding the Om at home several times in our own way, in our own note, a continuing free-form rhythm, and together we will create a tapestry of healing sound that can be felt around the planet and throughout the universes. We honor all religions as expressions of the one God, Great Spirit, Divine Essence, and if Kabbalah would ring a bell, may the wellspring of love find in us an unimpeded channel. In the sacred tradition of Taoism, the Tao, spirit arms us with love. In the sacred tradition of Hinduism, Ishvara, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, one best worships the Lord through love. Om. In the sacred tradition of Buddhism, Lord Buddha, cultivate a heart of love. Om. In the sacred tradition of the sacred feminine, the goddess in all her forms, the divine mother loves, nurtures, and sustains all. In the sacred tradition of Judaism, Adonai Elohim, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor as yourself. In the sacred tradition of Christianity, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God is love. In the sacred tradition of First Nations peoples of all lands, love is the medicine that holds all life together. in the sacred tradition of all other religions. And you may now invoke the names of divinity that you would like to invoke as we ring the bell. Let us now uncross our legs and close our eyes if they are not already. And just one moment.
Oh, no, it's still on. You're still on.
I can't see it. Let us now uncross our legs and close our eyes. And take a long, deep breath in and out. And in and out. And as you take another deep breath, relax and let go of the day. Let go of the people. Let go of the challenges and just be. And as you breathe, when you are ready, put your feeling attention into your heart center and relax. Imagine a bright, warm sun floating above your head. Its rays are emanating down into the crown of your head. The sun is releasing a pure white light. This light is floating down, filling your head, your neck. It floats across your shoulders and down your arms, out your hands. It fills your torso. Your organs are enveloped in this pulsating, purifying light of the sun. And as the sun continues to pulsate and vibrate and float down your body, feel it as it moves through your legs, out the bottom of your feet, and washing away all impurities. It washes away all imperfections, all pain, all disease, deep into the central core of the earth. Your body is filled with this divine energy. Right now, you are whole, perfect, and complete. As the light energizes, pulsates, and vibrates, allow it to expand out through your auric field. Allow it to move out as big as your field can become. We breathe in and continue to expand our awareness out from the building where we are resting, and intend it to permeate all of the cities and the towns and the states of this great United States. Allow it to float out across the globe, enveloping Mother Earth and all of her beings with the divine, pure essence. The white light of perfection is now vibrating and pulsating, connecting all the beings on the planet who gather with conscious intent to heal, balance, harmonize, and unify the islands of love and light. We have now set the vibrational tone for this Wesak ceremony. Enjoy your time together. It's going to be a beautiful journey. You may need to get a glass of water. You may like to have a glass of water on hand and be ready to bless it. A candle would be good to have as well. If you have one available, participate fully. We invite you to enjoy.
I'd like to introduce Kathleen. Kathleen will begin our reading.
Good evening. The full moon in May is celebrated all over the world with events honoring the death, the enlightenment, and the birth of the Buddha in that order. We do not celebrate the physical death of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, for he did not die a traditional physical death. It was the death of ego, which led to the awakening of consciousness, enlightenment, and caused the rebirth known as the ascension into the light of the divine. We celebrate not only the Buddha, but the Christ and all beings whom we know as the ascended masters. Jesus, the Christ, holds the office of Christhood, anchoring this very special vibrational frequency of divine expression known as the Christed right into the hearts of all humanity. We celebrate peace, compassion, and harmony. Traditionally, at this second festival of spring, we read the legend of Wesak and partake of the Tibetan water bowl ceremony. We are in for a very special evening tonight. We are, with your help, reenacting the festival that takes place in the sacred Himalayan valley each year. Many faiths have built shrines to their holy men and women. The Buddhist tradition has the stupa, and the stupa is a structure that is built with intent to purify energy and anchor peace, harmony, and compassion. This evening, we will have an opportunity to view candles, as Deena said, at all 4 directional altars of the stupa, and to place our conscious intent for compassion and the alleviation of suffering for all, to heal conditions in our lives as individuals, for our loved ones, and for all sentient beings. Lighting the candle at the stupa is a very powerful way to purify negative karma and to accumulate merits of the heart. I'd like to introduce.
Wesak begins 3 days in advance. Hierarchies of light align over a central point in the secret valley to prepare for the blessings of the Buddha. This full moon, we travel through multidimensional time and space, and we participate in the water blessing ceremony, which will accelerate our spiritual evolution. For tonight's event, we suggest that you prepare some water to bless and a candle to light in your sacred space. As we gather together on Zoom to recreate this powerful event. When we begin, the Lord of Civilization will invoke the hierarchies of light and bless the 6 directions of space. Together, we will tune into our higher spiritual being and ignite the divine light in our physical bodies. We set up the energetic grid, inhale and breathe in our own divine essence and bless the water. And then you will be instructed as to when you can drink your blessed water. Tonight, we are the light workers setting the tone for humanity in this coming year. We will drink together, unified in community, in support of God's great plan for Earth, in communion, in unison, and with each other and the great masters. We will then enter into a silent meditation. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om.
Let us begin. As you inhale, imagine, feel, and see sparkles of purple light. This is the violet transmuting flame, which is now filling our sacred space, emanating up from the floor, clearing, dissolving, and dissipating all dis-ease, all impurity, all imperfections, all pain and illusion, as it rises up through our bodies and out into the world like a violet, transparent vapor. Brilliant shifts have begun to take place in anticipation and preparation as the sacred space is transformed into the sacred valley.
There is a valley lying at a high altitude in the foothills of the Himalayan Tibetan ranges. It's surrounded by high mountains on all sides, except towards the northeast, where it has a narrow opening. Can we take down that picture? It's knocking out my, thank you. Thank you, sorry. Except towards the northeast, where there is a narrow opening in the mountain ranges. The valley is bottle-shaped in contour with the neck of the bottle to the northeast, and it widens considerably towards the south. Up towards the northern end, close to the neck of the bottle, there is a huge flat rock. There are no trees or shrubs in the valley. It is only covered with this coarse sort of grass. Approaching the time of the full moon of Taurus, pilgrims from the surrounding districts begin to gather. The holy men and the lamas find their way into the valley and fill the southern and the middle parts, leaving the northeastern end relatively free. The legend, it gathers a group of those great beings who are the custodians on earth of God's plan for our planet and for our humanity. This group of knowers of divinity are the main participants in the Wesak festival. They arrange themselves in the northeastern end of the valley in concentric circles, and they gather in circles and prepare for a great act of service. In front of the rock, looking towards the northeast, stand those beings who are called by their disciples the three great lords. These are the Christ, who stands in the center, the Lord of living forms, the Manu, who stands at his right, and the Lord of civilizations, who stands to his left. These three lords face the rock upon which rests a great crystal bowl full of water.
The Christ is an office held by the disciple who through multiple lifetimes awakened his latent potential faculties and consciously climbed the tree of life, rung after rung, life after life, each time attaining the great initiation of self-realization. Upon reaching the heart temple, the sixth rung, he becomes a perfect master and enters the heart of the absolute at will. He bridges the heavens and the earth and anchors the light of the Christos, the energy of the I am that I am, which emanates from God the Absolute, into each and every heart center of each and every human, unfolding as the divine forces of love, wisdom, and power.
The Lord of Living Forms is the title accorded to the forefather of mankind, who was the very first king to rule this earth. Legend has it that he saved mankind from the universal flood. Imbued with great wisdom and devoted to virtue, he always spoke the truth. In Manu's race have been born all human beings who have been called Manavas, which means mankind.
The Lord of Civilization represents people from all spiritual paths, sends out the universal clarion call to the ascended masters, the teachers, and the guardians who guide humanity, asking them to send light, love, and spiritual direction needed to build a world of justice, unity, and peace, awakening the will to love, stimulating humanity to live in cooperative unity.
You have to take the picture down. I can't see it, Frank. I don't know what happened. Okay. Behind the grouped masters, adepts, initiates, and senior workers are to be found the world disciples and aspirants in their various grades and groups, either in the body or out of the body, who at this time constitute the new group of world servers. Those present in their physical bodies have found their way there by ordinary means. Many are present in their spiritual bodies and others in the dream state. The dream, which they later relate, has been uniformly registered by people throughout the world and bears the testimony to the recollection of an inner spiritual happening.
You may allow your eyes to close anytime you desire as we recite from the Lord of Civilizations, the hierarchy of light invocation. From the south, we open the portal of truth and trust. From the west, we open the portal of mystery and magic. From the north, we open the portal of wisdom and knowledge. From the east, we open the portal of enlightenment and mirrors and bring forth the mirror of self-reflection. As above, so below. I call upon the hierarchies of light to transform this sacred space and transport us into the secret valley. Now, I invoke the seven mighty Elohim builders of our universe, to be present here and now, and call the angelic host to sound. I command the archangels to anchor this space, sacred space with their swords of truth. Brilliant crystalline light descends upon us, envelops and permeates everyone. As we breathe in, our higher spiritual being fills our bodies with a divine light of perfection. Inhale and breathe in your own divine essence. Let your higher light, your higher being, fill your entire body now. Breathe in and shine. The hierarchies continue to descend, bringing our guardians, guides, and teachers, the conscious circle of humanity, the Brotherhood of the White Lodge, the guardians of the planet, the guardians of the universe, the guardians of the light are present here and now.
As the hour of the full moon approaches, a stillness settles down upon the crowd, and all look towards the northeast. Certain ritualistic movements take place in which the grouped masters and their disciples of all ranks take up symbolic positions and form on the floor of the valley significant sacred geometrical symbols and other well-known formations, all of which have a deep and powerful meaning. This is all done to the sound of certain chanted words and esoteric phrases called mantras. The Christ blesses each symbol.
A square. Foundation. The square represents the physical world and the four compass directions: north, east, south, and west. In the square, we have an emblem for the perfect right action and eternal justice that governs all things. The great elements of earth, water, air, and fire in service to all. Om Prakriti Dhamma Hum. Om Prakriti Dhamma Hum. Om Prakriti Dhamma Hum. Om Prakriti Dhamma Hum. The triangle. Creative action. As above, so below. The triangle pointing up is the assertive masculine principal force, and the triangle pointing downward is the feminine receptive principle. The energy of action. Om Kriya Shakti Hom. Om Kriya Shakti Hom. Om Kriya Shakti Hom. Om Kriya Shakti Hom. The cross, the joining of heaven and earth. By using this sign of the cross in a conscious manner, we can create within ourselves a condition that's supportive of mystical experiences and expanded awareness. We, in fact, make ourselves open and willing channels for cosmic wisdom, universal love, and creative power to manifest in our lives and out into the world. The jewel in the lotus. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. The circle with the dot, will. It represents the cycles of nature, evolution, and time, and it's a symbol of unity, embracing all in infinity, without beginning or end, perfect and complete. God is a circle whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. The wielder of the thunderbolt, energy of the enlightened mind. Om Vajrapani Hum. Om Vajrapani Hum. Om Vajrapani Hum. Om Vajrapani Hum.
If you have a candle, now would be an appropriate time to take a moment to light them. We're going to take a few minutes for this process while we're viewing the stupas. So let us stay in reverence of the moment. As you light your candle, we will pause in silent meditation while contemplating the four stupas. Let us remain in the consciousness of peace, compassion, and harmony. The expectancy in the waiting, onlooking crowd becomes very great, and the tension is real and increasing. Through the entire body of the people, there seems to be felt a stimulation or potent vibration, which has the effect of awakening the souls of those present, fusing and blending the group into one united whole, and lifting all into a great act of spiritual demand, readiness, and expectancy. It is the climax of the world's aspiration focused in this waiting group. These three words, demand, readiness, and expectancy, best describe the atmosphere surrounding those present in the sacred valley. All the participants in the watching crowd raise their eyes toward the sky in the direction of the narrow part of the valley. Just a few minutes before the exact time of the full moon, in the far distance, a tiny speck can be seen in the sky. It comes nearer and nearer, and it grows in clarity and definition of outline. In the form of the Buddha can be seen, seated in the cross-legged lotus position, clad in his saffron-colored robe, bathed in light and color, and with his hand extended in blessing. The chanting and the rhythmic weaving grows stronger and stronger in the sacred valley. When the Buddha arrives at the point exactly over the great rock, hovering there in the air over the heads of the three great lords, a great mantra used only once a year is sounded. The Christ intones a great vibration into the center of the great central sun. A beam of pure divine light emanates from the heart of God the Absolute into the bowl which pulsates and vibrates the crystalline structure of the water, transforming it into the elixir of life.
The Christ. I am soul, part of cosmic spirit. I am, I am, I am. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. This invocation sets up a great vibration or thought current, which is of such potency that it reaches up from the group of aspirants, disciples, and initiates who employ it to the Supreme Being we know as God, the Absolute. It marks the supreme moment of intense spiritual growth and revitalization. These effects last throughout the entire year. The energetic effect of this great invocation is universal and cosmic, and serves to link us up with that cosmic center of spiritual force from which all created beings have come. The blessing is poured forth, and the Christ, as the representative of humanity, receives it in trust for distribution.
Let us all raise our hands and face your palms to bless your water. Focus your attention and your intention and send waves of harmony, send waves of peace and compassion, sending waves of joy through your hands and into the water. As we all intone, Namo Wan Shi Hin Pusa. Can you put up the screen? Namo Wan Shi Hin Pusa. Namo Wan Shi Hin Pusa. The blessing is now complete.
The Buddha's annual service for humanity is over, and he returns again to that high place where he works and waits. Year after year, he comes back in blessing. Year after year, he and his great brother, the Christ, work in the closest cooperation for the spiritual benefit of humanity. Two aspects of divine light has been focused by these great sons of God as they act together as custodians of the highest type of spiritual force to which our humanity can respond. Through the Buddha, the wisdom of God is poured forth. Through the Christ, the love of God is manifested in humanity, and it is this wisdom and love which pour forth each Wesak full moon for the spiritual revitalization of humanity.
Join me now from the place where you are as I recite the great invocation. You can close your eyes and just take it into your heart, into your mind, and participate from the vibration that you are. The great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, light streams forth into our minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love, within the heart of God, love streams forth into our hearts. Love increases on earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, purpose guides our wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. from the center, which we call humanity. The plan of love and light works out and seals the door where ignorance dwells. Light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. And so it is.
So it is.
So
Burl?
Frank?
When the Buddha has again disappeared, the crowd rises to their feet. The water in the bowl is distributed to the masters, initiates, and disciples. This beautiful water ceremony of communion is the symbol of the new age which is upon us. The Aquarian age, the age of the water carrier, is portrayed. We are ushering in the golden age of humanity. The story of God's universal love, the need for our individual purification, and the opportunity to share with each other that which belongs to all is perpetuated in this ceremony. The water which you are about to drink has been magnetized by the presence of the Buddha and the Christ. It carries certain properties and virtues of a healing and helpful nature. So let us now focus our attention on the water, and together in love and compassion, let us take communion and drink the elixir of life. As we drink, our bodies are filled with the divine essence of the pure crystalline light that pulsates and vibrates, and our cells, they sparkle and shine, reigniting our divine blueprint. Bathe now in this healing, loving, nurturing essence as we enter into 7 minutes of silence. Enjoy.
Burl.
It is now time to return back to our present space-time continuum. Please take a deep breath in and out. And again, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel your feet on the floor, the chair under you. Move your fingers and toes and return fully back into the present. Alert and aware here and now.
Thus, blessed, the crowd silently disperses, and the master disciples and initiates and others return with renewed strength for another year of world service. Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone who participated tonight and all the board members. We are a volunteer group, so let's give everybody a big hand. And I just want to stress the importance of this ceremony tonight, and make sure you radiate this ceremony out in the energy that you received here tonight. Also, I would like to remind everyone that we are a volunteer organization and we are a nonprofit 501c3 nonprofit organization, and all your donations are tax deductible, and we accept donations or denominations of all sorts. So whatever you like to do. For those who feel that Spiritual Unity Movement has become a spiritual nurturing community for you, please feel free to consider tithing, which is a tax deductible again, and we will please contact Liz. Liz, you want to go ahead and give the email out?
Yeah, I'll put the email in the chat, but you can email me at elizabethcurran@yahoo.com. That's also our Spiritual Unity Movement PayPal address if you look that up. And I'll put the mailing address in the chat as well. So thank you.
Okay, I want to thank everyone again, and I'm going to turn it over to Deena. She's going to do our closing rituals.
Okay. And I would also like to thank you for participating. I can feel the vibrations of all of your energies permeating this particular city where I live. I feel you powerfully, so I know that they do around the world as well. As we come to the close of this wonderful full moon Wesak ceremony this evening, let us take a moment just to savor the centered focus that we've generated here this evening. So do that. Let's actually feel. And remember that as you let your own light shine, you're giving permission to the rest of the world to do the same. We're beacons of light. Let us shine. Clearly knowing ourselves as an instrument of light, a being of spirit, we are adding another grain of sand to the collective consciousness that makes a difference. We're the grains of sand. It's happening now. I would like to invite you to focus your attention back on your candle if you still have it lit. And let us embody the spiritual power that we've generated here. And as we receive the forces of light that guide this service, let us focus this energy into our hearts, our minds, our world. We're going to allow it to rise up from within us and pour out into the world, extending its positive, healing effect throughout the awareness of humankind and the consciousness of our planet. We are on a new track. So we're going to sound an extended freeform You do it in your place and let it ring. Let it ring. And as we do, we are consciously connecting with our Mother Earth. This goes out to all of the animals, the trees, the rock people, the four-legged, all the little ones that crawl. The entire world receives this blessing tonight as we radiate healing power, healing energy into the world If you have anyone you'd like to add into this blessing of powerful energy, now is that time. Let's focus our energy in and then out. Can you feel? All right. And then when you're ready, I'm going to count 1, 2, together. Let us om on 3. 3. Blessings to you all. Have a blessed evening, a blessed night. Enjoy the month. We'll see you back soon.
And I'd like to take this moment to invite everyone to open up their cameras and unmute and go ahead and say hi to everyone. We'd like to hear your voices. Hi, Leslie.
Hello.
Becca.
Yeah.
So glad I made it. Good to
Great
see
to see
everybody.
you.
Becca.
All of you.
Cheryl.
Cheryl,
Hey.
see you.
Hey, Catherine.
Hey, sunshine.
Aw.
Hello.
Florence and Kabbalah. Hi.
Jasbir Bastin.
Good to see everybody.
Leslie.
Keep us in mind now that things are opening up a little bit. SUM could use a home. Keep us in your prayers for a home.
That's true.
It's
Let's
it's
open
on
up
its
for
way. It's on its way. It needs you. It needs your love energy.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Love
Mary.
you.
Mm-hmm. Thank
Great.
you all. It was beautiful.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're doing excellent.
Hey, Cheryl.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Lovely to see you.
Bye.
Good to see you, Deena.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Kamala.
Love you.
See you.
Kabbalah and
Bye,
Florence,
dear.
my friends.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Thank you.
Bye,
Good night. Be well.
Bye, Florence.
Bye. Night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, you guys. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Everybody did.
Everybody did.
The six up top,
Everybody did a good job.
they muted or unmute, so I put.
Good to see you, Wendy. Thank you for unmuting.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you. See, they know me. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, we do.
All right. Leave. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Hey, Kabbalah. Florence, Kathleen, thank you so much.
Thanks, Kamala.
You so much.
Cheryl, so good to see her. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Long time. Cheryl,
Oh,
Newkirk. Yeah. All right. So, board meeting is in 2 Sunday, the second Sunday of the month?
Yep, unless we,
Let's do it sooner.
let me see what the date is coming up here. June 13th.
Nah, it's too far away.
It's actually not that far away. June 1st is right around the corner. That's a great date.
It's 2 weeks away. I kind of, well, this is one of the things that we could talk about during the board meeting. Everything is so think about it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it offline, Florence.
Bye, Jasbir.
Okie dokie.
There she is.